Hi students, in this video I am going to discuss about deconstructing language and analysis. Okay. Language is a complicated phenomenon involving processes as varied as the recognition of sound or printed letters, syntactic parsing, high-level semantic inferences, and even the communication of emotional content through rhythm and inflections. Okay, that is what actually the language is doing. It's complicated because we are conveying the idea using different ways. That is, there will be word by word meaning. Also, there will be some syntactic meaning. When the syntax is changed, the meaning will slightly change, and the level of semantic inferences, there will be different inferences can be from a single sentence, and even the emotional content will be there. Then the rhythm, which these all should be considered for getting the idea of a language or a sentence in a language. Okay, it's a complicated thing actually. Okay. To manage this complexity, linguistics have described different levels of analysis for natural language. First one is prosody. Prosody, which is deal with the rhythm and intonation of language. This level of analysis is difficult to formalize and often neglected. However, its importance is evident in the powerful effect of poetry or religion chants. That is, it deals with the rhythm. There will be a rhythm for each sentence. Then by using that, the difference in the rhythm, we will get different ideas. Okay, then prosody consider about the analysis of the rhythm and intonations of language. Okay, then second analyzing level is phonology. Phonology examines the sounds that are combined to form languages. This branch of linguistics is important for computerizing speech recognition and generation. Actually, phonology is considering the combination sounds that are combined to form the language. Okay, we have already discussed about the fonts making the words making the sentence, etc. So here in the phonology level, here examining the sounds. Okay, so it's important for the computerizing speech recognition and generation. Okay, then the third level is morphology, which is concerned with the components that make up words. The components are also called morphemes. Okay, these include the rules governing the formation of words, such as the effect of prefix, like un, that is unlike. There will be an un in front of the like, non, and the, etc., and suffixes like ing. We can say that working, which we are adding ing for work, also ly, etc. That modifies the meaning of root word. We have to consider that also. Morphological analysis is important in determining the role of word in the sentence, including its tense, numbered, and the parts of speech. Okay, it's clear. It's in this level we are clearing whether the word is what is actually the word meaning. That is, the root word will be changed using prefix and suffix. Then we have to get the idea about what is actually when it's changed to when there is added a suffix ing, what is actually happening in its meaning. We have to consider that also. That's what actually doing in morphological analysis. Okay, then the fourth step is syntax. In syntax, studies the rules for combining words into legal phrases and sentences, and the use of those rules to parse and generate sentences. This is the best formalization that does most successful automated components of linguistic analysis. Actually, syntax is nothing but making the syntax of a sentence. Nothing. There is nothing else, because it's syntax is actually predefined thing. We know about the different types of syntax that can be present in a sentence. Okay, then it's very easy to Also it's very successfully, it can be successfully automated. It's very easy to make it automate. Okay, these are the first four levels. Then the fifth level is semantics. Semantics considers the meaning of words, phrases and sentence and the way in which meaning is conveyed in natural language expression. By using those meanings we will get the meaning of the sentence. Okay, and that is a natural language expression. What is actually the natural language expression means? Okay, sixth step is pragmatics. Pragmatics is the study of pragmatics is the study of the way in which language is used and its effect on the listener. Okay, pragmatics actually means like that. Example, pragmatic would address the reason why yes is usually inappropriate answer to the question, do you have a watch? There will be a question, do you have a watch in the natural language. Then actually its answer is what is the current time. That is what the correct answer for that question. The yes is not an appropriate answer for that. So we have to consider that also. That is the effect on the listener. Okay, that is what actually considering in pragmatics. Last level is world knowledge. Seventh level is world knowledge, which include knowledge of the physical world, the world of human social interaction, and the role of goals and intentions in communication. The different ideas which we have to consider for the communication. Okay, this general background knowledge is essential to understand the full meaning of the text or conversation. That's very essential because here we are considering the social interaction. World knowledge is actually considering the goal, the intention of communication. Then only we will get the correct idea of a natural language expression. Okay, these are the levels of natural language analysis. Then these levels of analysis supported by psychological evidence. Okay. Also, low level intonation and rhythmatic variation having an effect on the meaning of an utterance. That is, for example, the use of sarcasm. There will be the difference will be in the rhythm variation. A slight variation in the rhythm will be produce a sarcasm. Okay, then we have to understand that also. The specific organization of natural language understanding program varies with the different philosophies and applications. When we are considering an example, we can consider a story understanding program front end of a database. Okay, the automatic translation system which will create a story from the database. Okay, all of them must translate the original sentence into an internal representation of its meaning. Okay, we are going to discuss that example, a story understanding program. There are actually 3 stages for story understanding program. First stage is parsing, which analyzes the syntactic structure of sentences. Okay, syntactic structure is analyzing. Parsing verifies that sentence and sentences are syntactically well formed and also determine the linguistic structure, the correct structure, by identifying the major linguistic relations such as subject, verb, object and noun modifier. The parser provides a framework for semantic interpretation. This is often represented as a parser tree. The language parser employs knowledge of language syntax, morphology and some semantics. Okay, that is what actually going on the first stage, actually analyzing the structure and producing a parser tree. There will be a conceptual graph. We will move for that. This is the conceptual graph. First our input is Tarzan kissed Jane. That is what the expression. Then we are moving for the first step, that is parsing. There will be created a parser tree which is dividing the sentence into noun phrase and verb phrase. In noun phrase we are finding out the correct noun Tarzan, then verb phrase verb and the other noun phrase which is Jane, then verb is the kissed. That is what actually happening in the first stage. Okay, the second stage is semantic interpretation. which produce a representation of the meaning of the text, okay, which is used in the conceptual graph. Also, it also commonly used include conceptual dependencies, frames, and logical based representations. In this stage also performs semantic consistency check. Okay, I will check that. Semantic interpretation. Here the internal representation is the person Tarzan, who is an agent, kisses other object. The object is another person, Jane. And what is actually kiss means? Kiss is an instrument. Kiss is a verb which uses an instrument. Which instrument is using? It uses lips. That's Tarzan kisses Jane. That's a person can kiss to another person. But Tarzan cannot kiss who? The cheetah. That won't be happen. Normally that won't be happen. So we have to check the semantic consistency here. Okay, that's what I actually mean by here. Okay, then the third stage is structure from the knowledge base are added to the internal representation of sentence to produce an expanded representation of the sentence meaning. Okay, this add the necessary word knowledge required for complete understanding, such as the fact that Tarzan loves Jane, that Jane and Tarzan lives in the jungle, and the cheetah is Tarzan's pet. This result structure represents the meaning of the natural language text and is used by the system of further processing. Okay, these stages exist in most natural language understanding system, although they may or may not correspond to distinct software modules. That is, here we have considered 3 stages, but it's not necessary to have 3 modules. For example, many programs do not produce an explicit parsed tree but generate the internal semantic representation directly. Then also we will get the correct meaning. Okay, this is what actually the story understanding program stands for, and that's all. This is our conceptual graph: parsing, semantic interpretation, contextual world knowledge interpretation, then the questions answer, database query handle, translation, etc. is doing from this. Okay, here the all the world knowledge is added. We can see that there is agent, kiss object. One agent is person Tarzan, the other object is person Jane. Then Tarzan experiencer, which he is an experience of love, to whom Jane. Also Tarzan has possessed a pet cheetah. You can see that. Also Tarzan's location is in jungle. Also Jane's location is also in jungle. Here the world knowledge is correctly shown. Okay, I think you clear about this. Okay, this is all about deconstructing language, the analysis. Okay, thank you.